Hello and welcome everyone back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. I believe this is session number 9 for this expansion, as I am sadly all alone tonight. No Amy to join me because she has left for her trip to Universal with Chase, and they are currently on a bus. I will be on said bus for about 14 hours, so wish her luck, because yeesh. 14-hour bus drive, no thank you. Now, fortunately, she will be, having fun tomorrow. Granted, she'll be very tired, likely, but yeah. Also, as far as myself, I'm a little under the weather. Been having a stuffy nose basically ever since I finished the stream on Monday. And slight cough here and there, so I have some tissues near me. I have cough drops. Took some Sudafed earlier, and I got some water. So yeah, we'll excuse me. We'll see if we can carry on and get this all done. And already I feel it coming on. Excuse me. But how is everyone doing this evening? Hopefully, all doing well this Wednesday. And staying out of trouble and all that. Everybody taking a look at their Switch updates to see what games they've played most. Surprisingly, mine is Xenoblade 3, Tears of the Kingdom, which I haven't even finished, and Theater Rhythm. So, yeah, that's interesting. But yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a trip rather than a vacation. She is going to be watching kids, and there was already kids. She texted me that kids are already throwing food on the bus to each other. So, that's fun. Anyway, though, last time we were able to finish off the third Light Warden and got some lore about Hydaelyn and Zodiark, where it seems to be they are actually potentially primals. Okay. Curious how that's all going to go. Quite curious. Now, that being said, I did do one other thing in the little bit of free time I had this week in order to do it, and I finally got myself my other job. So I became the Dark Knight and did a little bit of work towards leveling it up. And the Dark Knight story right off the bat is pretty interesting. Now, of course, being a Dark Knight, just starting at level 33, I don't exactly have great armor or anything like that. But I did do my first run as a tank in a dungeon, and I think it went all right. It was scary. I did my best, and I don't know if I did the greatest at it, but I got through it and finally ran as something other than DPS during a raid. So, yep, that's that. But with all that said, let's go ahead and continue the story. Hopefully everything sounds good, all that good stuff. As we see what's our next step. Let's talk to the three sisters. Hey, Jade and Buck. Come to the dark side, we have cookies. You are returned and unharmed, I see. Indeed, I am pleased to report that the Light Warden is no more, thanks in large part to you. That the death of a single Sin Eater should make such a difference. As our numbers waned, so too did our hope that the ruins that we have devoted our lives to guarding would ever find purpose. Yet here you are, the allies for whom we have waited these many centuries, and with your arrival came the chance to pass on our legacy, the ancient wisdom of the Empire. That alone would have been a reward enough. Never did we imagine it would serve to banish the light that pervaded these woods. On behalf of the Vis, our forebears, and the late Emperor of Ronka, you have our deepest thanks. You're welcome. Excuse me. It is we who should be thanking you. Our journey through the Katana Revel proved most enlightening. To be privy to such knowledge is an honor, one for which we never hoped. Please, you need not be so humble. We but do our duty as decreed by the late Emperor. Would that he were still with us to express his gratitude in person. But sister, does this not mean our duty is fulfilled? To our allies, perhaps, but the ruins cannot be left unguarded. So long as we live here in these woods, the secrets of Ronka must not fall into the wrong hands. Is Runar still here? No, we escorted him to Slither's Bow shortly after you set out. If you would return to the Knights Blessed, we will not keep you any longer. I suspect they would be glad of your company. So the Ultra Despair Girls. Oh, Cat Evie, 1,000 away. Wow, that's happening today. Oh wow, Saga 1 to 3 anniversary this week. That's wild. I've never played a Saga game. Thank you all met. I look forward to a day when we might share a more leisurely visit to the ruins of Ronka. We will await your return then. Alright, we're off. Off to Slither's Bow. Oh, check the title. Oh my gosh. I didn't even think about that. I was wondering why everybody was talking about Ultra Despair Girls. Didn't even think about it. Oh well. There it is. Title fixed. All good now. Oh yeah, we don't know what Cat Evie's hidden gem is.
Ah, you are returned. And none the worse for wear, I see.
You needn't worry about us. What became of the Eulmoran soldiers, more importantly?
They turned tail and fled at the sight of the night sky. The children of the everlasting dark have also retreated back to Woven Oath. Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes. The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace, where none need know pain or suffering. In that moment, when the sky's light began to wane, I knew our prayers had been answered. That we were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer.
Hey! Hey, Lewis. And yeah, we just finished defeating the third Light Warden last time. The Katana Revel. And Chris Struck, thank you so much for that Tier 1 subscription. 29 months now. Hope all is well. Things are very well. I'm a little under the weather, but things are alright there. But hey, Kai's in bed. Other kids are taken care of. We're doing alright. Plus, we're playing some Final Fantasy. Yeah, I'm definitely focusing on story. Yeah. I'm excited to see what else is going to happen with this. So, yeah, cool stuff.
When first we met, I harbored certain suspicions about you. Now I see that I was right. You are the bringers of shadow, the warriors of darkness, the saviors for whom we have prayed for so long.
I suppose you're not entirely wrong. But we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray, pray for your children. Who may one day know a better world.
I will do as you say. Please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory. You deserve that much.
Oh, hey, we'll finally get that meal from Runar.
I'm sorry, Runar, but there is still much to be done and scant time in which to do it.
Oh, well, so much for that.
We must go. All of us. For we share the same path and the same fate.
There is no way people do not ship these
So
two.
be it. I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we will hold you in ours. Now and ever after. By the boundless dark. This I swear.
He's a good kitty. And yep, Karagosis have kept us updated. Yeah, the Indigo Disc DLC is dropping, so people will be playing that soon, which is cool. Alright. What's everybody else saying? Whoops. I didn't realize you had more to say. Minfilia was quite taken with these guys. Though it pains me to leave, it is time I return with you and the others to the Crystarium. But before we go, might I speak with you in private? I will await you in my chambers. Actually, yeah, I'm thinking of it. Okay, yeah, we can fly. I thought we could. Oh, Rustin McTin, they've already shown a poster where the Furious 5 is featured. You don't have to worry about that. Furious 5 are in the movie. But yeah, I think Kung Fu Panda 4 looks fun. Thank you for coming. I thought to keep my suspicions to myself, but after witnessing your victory at Raktika Falls, I fear they proved true, and so I must share them with you. From the first when we met at Fort Gone, your ether has appeared tainted, suffused with an overabundance of light, not unlike the Sin Eaters. When you defeated the Light Warden, I fear the light which poured forth from it was not negated by Hydaelyn's blessing. Rather, it was absorbed into your being. Oriange also suspects as much, though he is unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. One thing is certain. With every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater. Greater perhaps than we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange, anything at all, pray inform me at once. You should hurry before the others begin to worry. Once I have sorted my things here, I will join you. I was going to say, it's taking its time there. But yeah, I enjoy the Kung Fu Panda movies. Hard not to, really. Later, Karagosa. Have fun with Pokemon. It's hard to be too shocked about us being a little tainted because they've been sort of hinting at it for a while. So it is what it is. It's like, oh no, I don't know what this means. It's fine. We took one last patrol of the perimeter. All things considered, Slither's bow remains relatively unscathed. Thanks to the antidote, all those who were poisoned will make a full recovery. And with the night sky returned, their prayers have at last been answered. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we be off then? Art thou certain this is best? I'll not deny there's a part of me that wishes I could stay. For 2 years I have lived with the Blessed, learned their culture, even going so far as to adopt Master Matoya's name as my own. But I but pray I did honor to it. Now is not the time for doubt or hesitation. Come, we must return to the Crystarium. Oh boy. Where to next? Let's see what everybody else is up to. Guess we get to see what Alphino and Alizé been up to. All things considered, it's hard. Oh my gosh! Raid, Johnny! Thank you for that raid! Holy crap. I saw you guys were playing some Mario Kart. Pussy Boots. I think we missed an N. Thank you so much for that raid. We are... first of all, how was Mario Kart 8? Second of all, welcome. We are in the middle of Shadowbringers. We have just finished defeating the third... Light Warden. And I'll say nothing more than that, just to give some context for those who know. And we've just returned to the Quisterium to give an idea of where exactly we are in the plot line of Shadowbringers. So this is my first time experiencing it. So this is all new to me. So I'm excited to see how it all goes and what we'll discover. Otherwise, I stream this every Wednesday. There's different things other nights, but yeah. It was Mario Kart 8, all right. That sounds like Mario. Yep, that sounds like Mario Kart 8. Oh yeah, you definitely trust me, Dry Oasis. You do not want to see anything of this. There is like, if you still need to play Stormblood, yeah, you definitely don't want to be spoiled by any of the stuff I'm doing right now. So definitely take care there. But I absolutely appreciate the raid. I'm always glad when John shares the community. Hopefully he's doing well, and I'd say staying out of trouble, but it's Johnny. He's not staying out of trouble. Let's be honest. Was funny? Oh, me, it's Mario Kart. Of course it was funny. I wonder how much people screwed him over. All right. Let's see where. My friends, 'tis good to see you all again. Well, it looks like everybody else is kind of okay. That's good. Alphino, it has been too long. I assume your presence here means you've brought word of the Warden hiding in Raktika. Found and slain, you say? I should have known. Eulmor has but recently dispatched soldiers to all corners of Norvrand to defend them. I'm glad to see their efforts were wasted on the Great Wood. I'm not even sure how to tell when you're in a new expansion of Final Fantasy XIV. There's credits and stuff like that show up, and they'll get sort of like a title card, that sort of thing. I mean, it does flow somewhat, but there's usually like little indications like you're done with this section or you're done with this section, that sort of thing. So there's little indicators like that. Speaking of Eulmor, what came of your meeting with Vothri? Yes, about that. It proved to be... Exarch, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower has clearly taken its toll. No doubt you are all tired as well, having traveled so far. Why don't we all take a much-needed rest before we discuss our findings? I thought to propose the very same. After your clash with the Warden, you deserve a chance to recuperate. It's settled then. We reconvene after everyone has had time to settle in. Everybody, take a nap. And you know why they're telling us that. Let's see. Time to have a little heart-to-heart. Alright, gotta go to the pendants. Oh yeah, I'd love to listen to the credits and all that, but there is no way I could do it without, yeah, getting spoiled things or getting claimed. Wait, it's this way. Whoops. Let's retire. And there we go. That'll do. Oh yeah, other little indicator Chris struck. The quest music changes when you're in a new expansion. Well, I don't see any extra light.
So there's a light sealed inside you, is there? You wouldn't know it from the outside. You look the same as you ever did to me.
Then I suppose there's naught to do but rest. It's my duty. It's just what we have to do.
Ah, yes. They're not asking you to fight, they're telling you to rest. Which isn't to say they're wrong. You'll need your strength for what's to come.
I like that these two just get to chill. Like you feel them becoming friends.
Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Hydaelyn being no different from any other primal. If so, what would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will?
Huh. Didn't think about that one. Crap.
Let's pay him no mind. Lies the Ascians stock in trade. Villains, heroes, all a matter of perspective, they'd have you believe. One man's fond memory, another's waking nightmare. Me, I'm no saint or savior.
Hey, Groupon.
Sinner. And I know damn well I'm in no position to judge. When I saw the people of Slitherbow look up at the sky and celebrate the return of the dark, felt good. It was moments like that that I cherished. Much more than the thrill of adventure.
Excuse me.
The quiet after the storm. I always took comfort in that.
I don't know. I like the little bonding moments these two have. It's nice. Oh, God. Back to Garlemald. I kind of forgot this was all happening. I kind of forgot about the... main storyline. Oh, tomorrow's your birthday. Well, happy early birthday, Ogrepon.
What did the scouts have to report?
Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting seems to have taken a toll on both sides.
Both going low-key.
A stalemate, then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long. But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements.
Frickin' Estinian.
Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement. 'Tis but the calm before the storm. And should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear?
To say nothing of Black Rose.
Yeah, that would not be good.
All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target?
Close enough, though I have received some troubling intelligence. One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark.
Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so. I wonder where he'll turn up.
Oh yeah, we did drop a few frames. I'm not sure why, but it's stabilized for now. Not sure why. I don't know why it's been happening.
Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital. Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement.
In the manner of his royal remains, you mean?
Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host. The question becomes who? It may be that another player has joined the game.
Ah, he's talking about, blanking on his name. Our body hopper.
Something to consider at any rate. But come, there's work to be done.
I love the snow. It's a cool look. Oh, being spied on.
These bloodless games.
Yep.
Make for poor sport.
There he is. That's who they were talking about.
Mayhap if father... I am a stranger to him in this body. Besides...
Xenos. I don't know why I forget his name.
One hand that can make me whole again. My enemy. My friend.
Friggin' Xenos.
Not what entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more.
That slow walk. That alone tells you it's Xenos. I don't know. I see the snow in those city streets, and I just think Emmett Sulk. Imagine Emmett Sulk getting visited by the 3 ghosts that night. It doesn't end well for the ghosts. Sounds like fighting. That seems bad. Journey to the past. Well, that seems terrifying. I suspected you might awake. I could scarce imagine you sleeping through such a commotion. An entire host of Sin Eaters appears to be advancing upon the Crystarium. Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. Rest assured, however, that we are safe so long as we remain under the Crystal Tower's aegis. You may return to your quarters if you wish. Yes, I thought you might feel that way, and I cannot say your assistance would be anything less than welcome. I must remain here to disseminate information to the other residents, but you are under no such obligation, and thus free to aid any of the townsfolk who may be in distress. The Excedra tends to become a point of congregation in times of need, crowded with those seeking solace and companionship. You would have my personal gratitude if you would offer succor to those there. Oh boy. Close enough. Excuse me. What ominous music. There goes Mr. Humbug, there goes Mr. Selk. Oh, I completely missed it. Silhouette Cord, I'm so sorry I missed this. Thank you so much for that follow if you're still around. Few townsfolk are about, and you spy none who appear to be in distress. Well on. I've only just returned from Amarang, yet I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by sin eaters? Where are they coming from? This shouldn't be possible. We restored the darkness. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea why this is happening. I may, but for the moment we will need to postpone such discussions in favor of action. The Crystal Exarch is preparing to deploy a barrier around the Crystarium as we speak. Ensuring that he is able to do so should be our first concern. There are a number of instruments placed about the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In which case, 3 pairs of hands would be better than 1. Very well, I'll take the ones to the south. I shall deal with the northern apparatus then. Will you handle the western too? They're ensconced on platforms extending from the upper level of the Aetheryte Plaza. Alright, let's do it. What the? Oh, well that's different. Egg roll with 500 bits. Thank you so much, saying let's get this as close as possible. And then Twitch randomly added in another 50 bits. Okay, that's new. Is Twitch doing a thing where they're just helping out with bit donations? Because that's kind of neat. Holiday bonus, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. That would have made me laugh, though, if that 50 bits was just enough for them to become death. Twitch being death would be quite funny. Cat Eevee with 100 bits claiming death. Oh, 10% bonus to any bit drops over 300. Interesting. Huh. Cool, I guess. But yeah, it would have been really funny to me if somebody, if Twitch ended up as the as death. Excuse me. There we go. Oh wow, 299.6. You are totally making it, Cat Eevee. Absolutely making it tonight. I'm curious. You've been talking about this this game for a bit, but we don't know what it is. Despite having very little idea as to how it functions, it appears that you have activated the device successfully. That's too much power for the Twitch. You'd think that, yeah. God, I see that sightseeing point, but I don't want to risk falling. Multi-platform short game. Okay, interesting. Ooh, neat.
Senator sighted! They're coming!
let's bring in on the attack.
Excellent. The barrier is holding.
That's good news for the Crystarian, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
Lena and the city guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them.
That seems like a good idea. All right. Well, time for an instance. We ought to join the vanguard as soon as possible. If the number of eaters we just saw as an indication, excuse me, geez, can't talk, we'll be facing a formidable host. Let's do it. What do we have in store? Big bear. Lots of rain. Crabs. This seems not so great. It's weird to see them attacking in the dark. What lovely weather. Bleh, just what we needed. It seems the battle has already begun in earnest. Make haste. Alright. Basically, save everybody before they die. Got it. They're doing fine. Yeah, sure they are. Sure they are, Luis. Oh. I have to actively... I don't get to choose. God, I love this music.
Help is at hand.
Sheesh, cutting it close with some of these. Oh, I've been loving the Shadowbringers OST. Everybody decided to show up to the party. Cool. I don't know if we saved that person or not. If I can reach duty tonight, maybe we can try out trust. I don't know if I'll reach a duty or not. I don't know when the next duty comes. Or duty calls, as it were. There's the Stola. I love that attack. It's so cool. You guys reminded me of Vanellope in Wreck-It Ralph. He was talking about hero's duty. They're hanging in there for the most part. Be sure to wash your hands after. Oh, hello. There's a lot over here. Trying to get them all lined up. That just looks cool. Yeah, that'll do. Look at that I love that. Look at that pile of bodies. Possible to reach the next dungeon? Really? Wow. I'm just assuming based on our current track record that it's another probably 4, maybe 5 sessions until we beat the main portion of Shadowbringers. Love when we have the whole party together working. That's a big one. Ah, crap. The heck is happening? Oh yeah, I know. We're going to 5.3, but I'm just talking about the main portion of the game, just to give it a sense of how close we are to getting through most things. But there's also, like, you know, the raids and the trials and post Shadowbringers. It is as we feared. But our task is as it ever was. Turn the tide. gonna say, where's the first guy to fight? Oh shoot, screwed up. Pushed the wrong button.
On your feet.
Oh, there's the next set. That's a lot coming. My God. Sheesh. Whew. I'll take one of those. That's fine. Ooh, interesting. Sheesh, they're going all out. Seems like Alphino was showing off what he could do. Oh my God. There's so many.
The stars shall grant thee succor.
Let's give them a show. With heart and speed.
I think we did it. Sheesh. There we go. Shoo! Holy crap. Oh boy. Cominphilia.
There are so many.
Damn. Cominphilia.
Lena, hold on.
They turned on me.
Oh. Yikes. Oh, it's this thing again. Lovely. Yeesh. Holy crap.
This one is mine.
Nice. Well done, Thancred. This battle is not going well.
We need only hold out a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right.
Oh boy.
Run! Run, damn you!
The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now.
God damn it! Please let this work. Please let this work.
Ardbert.
No, no, no! Stay back! Stay back!
Help! Help! Anyone! Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy? Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
You really feel for Ardbert here. Excuse me. It seems we have driven them back, for the time being at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course. Those whose bodies remain, anyway. Yeesh. Yeah, Ardbert is really come around as a character. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through. Gods know I am. But if you could still could see to a few of the patients, it would be an enormous help. Captain Lena is about somewhere, so you might also consider asking her if there's any outstanding areas of need. We'll talk later. Hey, Heroes Live. Unfortunately, as I continue to play, you can probably hear it a bit in my voice. My freaking nose is getting stuffed up, so I sound very nasally to me, at least in my own head. So, that's fun. Oh god, just dying guard. With tear-filled eyes, the prone man gazes up at you. His fingers twitch as if to reach for you, but he lacks the strength to raise his hand. Jeez. Hey, Lon Lon. Don't touch me. I killed her. I killed her. She was one of them, I know, but I... Sheesh. Here it is. Thank you, but it's too late. One of them, it got me. If I turn, please kill me, I beg you. I don't think we're really doing much to aid the wounded. Not going especially well. Excuse me.
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need?
Shouldn't you be resting? Oh, Cat Evie, thank you for the gifts. I'm going to Blue Scary Helicopter.
Don't pretend you're not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you. Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now, if you will excuse me.
Yep, everybody's shaking.
I am fine. Completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most. We've come so far, so goddamn far! I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now... Now they will never see it.
Impudent worms of the Castarium.
Oh, friggin' Vothry. Why would I not be surprised if it's his fault?
The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance. The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering. A paradise where man and sin-eater might live in peace and harmony. Why, already, our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin, alike to them in beauty and purity. But you not only reject my prophet hand, but raise your own against my sin-eaters. But it's only right that they respond in kind.
So yeah, it is his fault. Cat Evie redeeming their second game. 300,000. What is your choice, Cat Evie?
Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world!
Generator Rex, Agent of Providence. What is that for? I've heard of that show, but I've never watched it. Let's see. Yep, definitely a short game. PS3, okay. Is it still available to download on PS3? Let me bring up the list. That'll be after Pac-Man World 2. There we go. Looks like it was also on Wii, 360, DS, and 3DS. But yeah, we'll probably go for the PS3 version. I'm curious. Who's behind that one? Here we go. Developed by Virtuous. That sounds familiar. Okay. They're the oh wow, Virtuous is the one who developed the or ported the Nier Automata End of Yora edition to Switch. Oh, they do good work. Yeah, they're a port and support studio with a lot of big name games. Huh. Cool. That might be a hidden gem. Smashman with 300 bits. Thank you very much. Saying apparently Twitch is doing a thing where if you cheer 300 bits or more, Twitch is adding an additional 10% to them for the streamer. It's a new thing they're doing similar to September, but that they're calling bonus round or something. Hey, I'm down with it. And yeah, there we go. There's their 30 bits. So thank you, Smashmat. Yeah, we kind of saw that earlier thanks to Eggroll. That's kind of wild. All right. Very cool. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at that, see what I can find. Honestly, I can't imagine it'd be too hard to find. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not a very expensive game. Cool. Very cool. Thank you so much, Caddy. We really do appreciate that. Bitsmas. I like that, Caslow. I don't know if I like that word from on high. I gotta blow my nose real quick. Here, let me mute myself. Where is it? Sorry about that. Ugh. You're hesitant to request it at first? No, I think you might have a hidden gem on your hands here. Like I said, Virtuous, they've done good work. So, it might be like a, what's it called? Way Forward situation, where they take on just a bunch of other work to help support things, but when you give them a chance, they can do really good stuff. Vothri's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize for my earlier outburst. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Minfilia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred in particular sustained quite an injury from that Sin Eater. I would not be surprised if he were in Spagyric still. Please, give them my thanks. Who knows, at the rate we're going, we might get to your second request before your first request, Cat Evie. Hard to say. Hopefully Genshin will be completed by the time we get there. I don't know if... Is Genshin a game that we'll ever complete? I have no idea on that one. You're here for me. I'm sorry to put you into the trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eater landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers here have done wonders. I'm more worried about Minfilia. She's not taken it well. Could I ask you to speak with her? My attempts to reach out seem to have had the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Hortorium, ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chesamile, but just talk to her, will you? Excuse me. Billy Bust Up. I don't even know if I've heard that game, Boo Scary Helicopter. Excuse me. Jump down. How the heck do I get down there? Found it. Just had to break my shins first. Minfilia appears to be lost in thought. Poke. Oh, Milan, what are you doing here? Thancred. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless, and now it's my fault. Are you sure? I've brought him nothing but trouble thus far. And what if it's worse next time? All I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. I'm sure that he'll resent me for being this weak. Maybe he already does. But you're right, I can still help, if only by seeing these herbs safely to Chesamil. There are only 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low and I can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I would hate to delay any longer than I already have. You're looking for something with soft leaves that's very fragrant, in an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. I really need 2 sprigs or so. Once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Chesamil. Whoever gets there first can explain that the other will be back shortly. Thank you, I appreciate the help. Let's see. Where's the other? I found one easy enough. The other's not so obvious. Yep, last we got a request. Generator Rex for the PS3. Oh yeah, I forgot to see. Did I double check something? Yeah, I got it. Okay. Probably best to go to the Cabinet of Curiosity. Yeah. That does remind me. I'm sure we've talked about it before, and I don't think they're here at the moment. But eventually, I need to talk to Ubiquitous. Their request is coming up very soon. Like, we got Tropical Freeze, Mario RPG, Deltarune, Legend of the Mystical Ninja, and then theirs. And that's Mega Man Zero. And technically, we're already going to be doing Mega Man Zero. It's going to be probably a little bit longer of a wait than that. But it's like, I think they probably want to change the request to something else, since I'm going to be doing it anyway. I asked someone who looked like they knew what they were doing, and they pointed me toward the herb I was looking for. Hope you didn't have too much trouble with yours. Ophelia told me that you would be bringing the rest. I think they're in Amy's Discord. We'll have to take a look. We have some time, though. Marvelous. With this, I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patients' faces make plain that it was a horrible battle. And we're still fighting it, I suppose, though with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel. But we'll win, I promise you that. It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield when you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With Spagirix in good working order, the Crystarium's people will be well cared for. Oh, hey, Amy. Hopefully the bus ride's going well. You missed as you might see, we got a request from Cat Evie. Cat Evie's second request. A game called Generator Rex, Agent of Providence. Oh, you're definitely on a huge delay. Oh boy. We just went through some stuff that, I'm curious what you'll think. Nothing like super plot important, but some, good heart-wrenching stuff. I don't think anything too devastating. More lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but that's a matter to discuss with the Exarch. You know the Exarch? We do. Was there something you needed? I need you to tell him something for me. My dearest friend, you see, he was there on the battlefield with me, but only the one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Vothri said is true, if our losses were our just deserts, and we doomed ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness, in the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. And so I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up, don't give in, please. We'll tell him, you have my word. All right. Ooh, new hat coming. If you're ready, why not go ahead on ahead to the Ocular? You can keep the Exarch company while I fetch Alphino. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest Amuro I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. Be sure to pass on that message, eh? So I gotta ask, Amy, how's the bus been? I know it'll be a while till you can actually hear this, but I'm hoping it's not been too bad. I don't know if you'll be able to get some sleep or not. I'm feeling all right. I have this occasional cough, so I have some cough drops here. I have tissues nearby in case I need to blow my nose. Right now, though, after my latest tissue, my nose is super stuffed up. I can't breathe out of it at all, and I probably sound like I'm stuffy. I feel okay, I swear, but I can't. My nose is stuffed up. It sucks. I hate not being able to breathe through my nose. It's one of my least hated stuff. Oh yeah, we did drop a few frames there. We should be okay. Yeah, it dropped a bit, but it's done now. We should be all right. Is the stream still buffering? It shouldn't be. I'm not dropping any bits. Or dropping any frames. Huh. Okay, refreshing seems to do. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Maybe I'll upload my personal recording. That way it doesn't have that buffering issue when I get it up there. I don't know why it's been happening the last few days. Oh, well. Green chili. Oh, boy. I don't know if I want to do that. Bus has been okay. Whenever we sway side to side, I feel a little woozy, and Chase behind me is pretty loud. Chase is always loud. You know that. I got a short nap earlier, so hoping I'll be able to rest well enough for the full day in the park tomorrow. Amy, you know how loud Chase gets. That's not a surprise. All right, let's talk to the Exarch. So Chris Struck, like I said, as long as the game is somewhat easily accessible and is not pornographic and is not like one of those super hard games. Like if it's a super hard game, like I want to be the guy. Not like Bloodborne, but like I want to be the guy. That's a one-off. You could request it, but it's a one-off. Most things are open. I just need a way to get it. Oh, good night, Egg Roll. Take care. Hopefully get some good rest. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you, though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. Oh no. Oh no, Amy, that sounds awful. Oh boy. How do I feel about a game that requires co-op? That depends on Amy. It depends. Like, I'm down for it if Amy wants to play, but it depends on the type of game it is. So, like, what's on your mind, that nobody? Because the big thing for that was just being able to make sure Amy, is available. But if it's first person or something that might, get her, woozy, because she can't handle first person games that I can't really do it. But if it's third person, it should be fine. One of our soldiers said that. Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done, now least of all. Though I mourn the lost, I will not lose myself to grief. And even should regret be my constant companion, I will follow the path I have chosen to its end. As will I. Oh, it takes two. Yes, I know about that one. I know it's a game that Amy and I saw quite a bit of as request to do a playthrough on her channel. We just never got around to it. So yeah, I think she'd have a lot of fun playing It Takes Two. And I'm down to play it with her if she is. Of that I have no doubt, and if we ever should appear to falter, it will only be because we are fatigued after a battle well fought. Did you buy It Takes Two, Amy? I don't even remember you doing that. I thank you for your kind words. Now we have plans to make, do we not? All right, Amy's down for it, so you got the clear, that nobody.
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
I didn't even realize, Amy. What's up, Emmett?
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
As I was saying,
how do we find you?
It was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarian and all who dwell here.
For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our...
Oops, I'm sorry.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a Light Warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
It's Vorthri.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord Vorthry.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
I take it your meeting in Eulmor did not end well.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
That would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such things will avail me a second time, however.
Oh my gosh. Amy, with another request, her second request, she actually realized that she hit the... I had no idea you were so close. While you were on a bus, too. And you could have been right here. Gotta save your spot. Do you know what you're requesting yet, or is it a to be determined, Amy? Totally rigged. Her first request was Shrek 2, so I'm curious where this one's gonna go. Yeah, she's quite delayed, so we just wait a little bit. Harvestella. That would put you in the long games list, Amy, I believe. Let me double check on that one. But yeah, you're free to change. Oh yeah, that is definitely a long game. 50 hours. That's beefy. I didn't realize the game was that long. Okay. And welcome, Mayonnaise Doctor. Thank you very much for the follow. We just got ourselves a new request. So since you are a new follower, I'm not sure if you've been here before, but the gimmick of my channel is that as people earn channel points, they can request me to play any game they want, and I'll play it to completion. However, I have quite a list, so it takes me a little while to get to them, but we will gradually get through them. It'll happen, I swear. But thank you so much for that follow. I really do appreciate it.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Armorang?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Armorang. From what the Mord told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Yeah, I'm impressed you were able to save all those points up, Amy. It took a while.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser Sin Eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a Sin Eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Menphilia. If we travel to Armorang, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back.
Oh, wow.
What do you think?
Don't.
That's what I've heard, Sumo Moeni. I know there's some farming elements, but there's quite a bit of action there. In some ways, it kind of reminds me of Sakura, except, RPG.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do. I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation, but it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul.
Oh, wow.
To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
I should head out now. Gotta save my data for being a good chaperone for the trip. Have a great stream. I miss you too, Amy. I hope the drive is okay. Good luck. Get some sleep if you can. And thanks for the request. You honestly surprised me. I had no idea you were so quick. Or so close, I should say, is a better way to put that. So yeah. Love you, Amy. Bye.
This doesn't concern you, Ascian.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be? Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Armorang we go.
I'll meet you at the gates.
This is kind of Thancred's expansion, in a way. If this is the course you've agreed on, I will not object, though I am afraid it will be difficult for us to spare any of the guard to accompany you. I can promise that you will be well looked after upon your return. Just see to it that you do return, all right? No, I wish you could stay too, Amy. If only I'd been able to locate Kalusia's Light Warden, it might not have come to this. I can't imagine what Thancred must be feeling to behave this way. To say he's changed since coming here would be an understatement. He may as well be a different person. He reminds me of Father. He argued with us for months about our plan to go to Eorzea, but in the end, he accepted our decision. I do hope he's doing well. It's funny, I've been reading just slowly reading through the Encyclopedia Eorzea, and I just got to Charlayan, where they actually have a picture of their father. I don't know where that came from, because that was released before, or just after Heaven's Ward came out, so like probably around the time of Stormblood. So I don't think we've met him up to this point, so I don't know where they got the picture, but it's wild to see. Minfilia demonstrated impressive resolve just now. It seems that she understands what must be done, though I do wonder if she is truly prepared to make the choice. Should she falter, it will fall to Thancred to guide her, however much he wishes it were otherwise. Though Thancred hath long known whither this plan doth lead, his journey hath brought him no closer to acceptance. Wardens. As I told you before, Zodiark is a creation of my people, the first people. We summoned him as your kind might summon a primal, albeit infinitely more powerful one. And like one of your primals, he tempered us. It was only natural, there was no resisting such power. And so we Ascians came to exist solely to bring about the rule of darkness, his darkness. Of course, some would call us evil for it, and they would be fools, though that is only to be expected, given their innate inability to conceive of the nature of our universe. But I believe I am repeating myself. Do you do not trust me to speak honestly? Do you hope to catch me in a lie? Really, I have no need of deception, and even if I did, I assure you, you would find it quite indistinguishable from the truth. Wow. We have not. His model was prepared for the books. That was a kind of a treat for fans. Very interesting. I'm sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. Excuse me. Crazy, we had 2 requests tonight, potentially a third, depending on that nobody's progress. I'm not sure how much, if they'll gain enough. Maybe not, but it's wild to think about. Oh, that was, I couldn't believe it. Long, like, it's like, wait a second, what? Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. And you're sure you want to do this? Completely sure. Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger, strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it too. When you put it that way, how could we not? It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you're prepared when the time comes. I actually did the same thing Chris struck. I actually own Yakuza 0 to 5. And it's Kiwami 1 and 2. Not the originals. But I've not bought Like a Dragon or 6 or the new one. I've held off until I actually play some of these games. We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw a Eulmoran airship coming in to land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Vothri's forces to Raktika. Meaning we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Oh, I missed this. I'm so sorry, Karagosa, but you got a shiny Milcillery already. God, I'm terrible at getting shinies, I swear. But congratulations on getting that. That's awesome. Right. Now, Nabath-Arang lies in the southern reaches of Amarang, and there are 2 routes we can take to get there. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mord Suk. The other is the western one, which would require us to pass through the Hills of Amber. Minfilia and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's the more well-trodden path. It also makes for easier traversal of Nabath Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we need to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Eulmorans caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we could be sure their activities would not meet with Vothri's approval. Yeah, that's a good point. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the Hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Eulmorans' attention elsewhere, see an area in the east that I know to be uninhabited. That way, you'll have a chance of reaching the Batharang unopposed and without risk to civilians. I cannot deny that it's a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. Oh yeah, Ishtola and I'll save her buds. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Friggin' Ishtola. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Vothri's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it's best that we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. We'll borrow a few Amaro for our own journey. I leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. It'll be fun to get to Yakuza 0 after this, but we're definitely a ways off from that, for sure. There's still quite a bit to do in the Shadowbringers. Oh, I got all those currents. If that's the case. Nope, no pluses. Oh well. Well, if we're gonna ride in style. Riding that behemoth. There they are. Would that we had the surety of purpose. There you are. The gate leading to Amarang is just up ahead. In all the time I've been here, I've never ventured into the Hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more than enough reasons to be cautious as it is. Keep an eye on Minfilia for me, will you? Alright, what are we in for? Who shall walk among us upon a return, I wonder? Oh, I see what he means now. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? Amarang lies just beyond the gate. We need only speak to the sentry. Alright, let's go. Alright. Amarang, which I believe we can...
In the bonds you share.
This is definitely Ul'dah.
Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garik lie the Hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least. Mayhap they are spent. Or mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
Say what lies ahead, but whatever else this road may, whatever else this road may be, it is mine to travel, and I don't plan to take a moment of the time I spend upon it for granted. $403. Heck yeah, 409. A Titan bronze headgear of maiming. Why do I have a feeling this thing looks ridiculous? Why? Why at this level would they give me something like this that's just like a head brace? This thing looks stupid. Unfortunately, most headgear for my class looks dumb to me. Oh well. Head braces. I don't like the head braces. They never look good. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing? Finding a village when you are hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes. But you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folk who live here can tell us what to expect from the road ahead. I could follow the path, or I could just run straight down and get into the village that way. Well, we got our goblins. Hey, Zunzun. Better than a generic pod helmet? I guess that's true, but eh. You sell? No, you are no merchant. But then why do I know your face? Oh, I remember. You spent Vobert gold. Such a coin purse cracking. You are already a legend among the Mord traders. Oh, that's right. They're called Mords here. You're a traveling merchant then. Can you tell us anything of this village? Of course. Anything for valued customers. This place is Garrick. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so many. No, none. So Master Gengen borrowed the village and made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In which case, you all must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabath Arang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty. The flood rent the stone and crushed the mines surrounding Nabath Arang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think any of the other Mord might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free even, to friends of our best customer. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. Well then, best customer, let's see what information your reputation buys us. Oh boy. I love how we just always have Sayo right here hanging out with us. Hi, Sayo. Love the look. You wish to go to the Nabath Arang? There was a way once, a gondola down from the cliffs. It was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there is nothing left, and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt that its rusted wires would bear your weight. Alright, got something at least. For Nabatha Rang, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Eulmorans have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. I still wrote that down. Write that down! Write that down! Oh, violin practice. That's cool. Oh, that is a surprise. Not many bound for Nabatha Rang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It is locked behind a gate, however. I assume that will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being of much use. Excuse me. Ah, Milan, I'm afraid I've learned little of use about how to reach Nabatha Rang. The Eulmoran presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though their army is definitely in Amarang, there have been no sightings of Eulmorans at all in the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we could take that as a sign that Alisaie's plan has borne fruit. Do you have any better luck finding us a route forward? So these are our options. Well, what do you think? We could try the gondola. Might die, but eh. Can we get an airship anywhere? Not for Vothri, obviously. Yeah, gate aside, the trolley seems most feasible. It does seem to be the least risky of our options, and I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zundun can offer some insight. Hey, look at that. Level 79. I've got to massively level up one of my other... like, it's great, cool. I could expand my Dragoon beyond the max level. That's good and all. But I kind of want to get my Red Mage leveled up so I can also just use it and get it up to proper level as well. But I also need to do that with Dark Knight and Sage, so eventually. Oh, valued customers, were the other more of help? Of a fashion. They told us of a trolley that runs to Nabatha Rang at least. But am I correct in thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when we first asked? I ended up going through all of Shadowbringers on Gunbreaker because my main, a monk, was 83 by the time you got to Shadowbringers. Yeah, exactly. I don't like to have an over-leveled class. I want to try to get something else, so I'm gonna have to do some leveling. Yes, the gate you see, it's impassable. Before, there was a hulking thing of stone, the Talos. It opened the gate, they say. But none operate such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Biran Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. I still see miners there from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the Talos, it would be them. Thank you. You've been a great help. We're off to Mount Biran then. Let's hope that someone will be there to answer our questions. No pluses, so it's funny to see that side. Anyway. Excuse me. Off we go. Oh, really? Baron was one of the name of the Ronso from 10? I don't remember that. I don't remember the Ronso too much from that other than... oh god, I'm forgetting the main guy's name. Whoops. Kimari, that's it. Thank you, Soth. Whoops. It's been a while since I played 10. And I never used Kimari in my party. Mayhap the Pall of Light is the root of this land's desolation. Or mayhap the fault lies with man and his insatiable greed. What a sight. Oh, pardon me. It's a bit daunting, isn't it? Those look pretty cool. Excuse me, I gotta blow my nose again. Sorry. Stuffy noses are the worst. The scale of the track is impressive, I'll give them that. Now we only need to follow it until we come to the mines. Hey, there's Lon Lon joining us with his dragon. Hello, hello. Now I'm running a deer, and it's Christmas, so presents! Presents for everyone! Merry Christmas! This was from the previous year's holiday event. This year's Christmas event is gets you a Santa suit. I know I could join a party and probably have one of the other guys fly us there to be a little bit quicker, but I do kind of enjoy the first travel and getting just a sense of just the scale and traveling through everything. Look at this wily coyote attacking us. Well, not too wily considering it was a bad decision. It's going to die. My taxi services are not available for my first time. That is fair. I wouldn't ask for them anyway. Oh, I'm getting distracted. We got a lookout here. I'm looking at that. I was like, I can jump to that. Actually, I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to fail. I can just feel it. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zun's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance to the mines proper caught Oriange's eye. Meet us there if you find anything. Speaking of Christmas, we got a gnome alone. I thought it would be up here, but it's not. Oh, it's in the trolley car. Go figure. Huh, well-maintained trolley car. Interesting that. Honestly, I don't think there's much of a difference between the two of them as far as Rayman Legends. Yeah, as Boost Gary Helicopter says, if you want to play it on the go for it. Otherwise, Steam is fine. Flecks of rust adorn the rails, but they nevertheless appear sturdy enough to bear the trolley without issue. Somebody's about. Oh, dope. Thank you. I just don't play Animal Crossing. It's never really been my thing. I've tried it twice and it's never clicked. I was gonna say somebody can. I was gonna say one of you guys should probably raise Alexandria over there. Saw her in trouble and was like gonna try to help out. Thank you guys. Milan, what hast thou discerned? I see. Indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. But let us refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks looked like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. This Talos bears more than a passing resemblance to the golems of the source. Nor doth it appear to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggest a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken, and I know not how to repair them, that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without the aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar this the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everyone else in everything else in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Milan, I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses on the northwestern side of the tracks. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Good on you, Thancred. Off we go, then. Nothing like drawing your blade and running at them. That'll surely make them less inclined to attack. Alright, here's the question. Can I make it? Can I make this jump? I did not. But Sayo showed the way to do it. There we go. The shafts carved into the side of Mount Buren were the center of a large-scale mining operation of which employed the relentless strength of an army of Talos. As is the case with Garrick, Kelk, and many other places in the region, Buren was a name taken from Aronzo of historical note. I'm guessing the Garrick and Kelk were the other ones that were friends with Kamari. That's clever. Very clever. Very clever. Wicked White, where did you come from? No, never mind that. You have no business here, of that I'm sure. That did not go well for him. Oh, good night, Cat Evie. Take care. Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands come to take what isn't ours. Do we honestly look like we need to steal, what, some rusted bits of iron? Don't be absurd. We're not here to rob you. A likely story. You look, well... You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, Thaf, I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her until her unto world's end. On their journey, they met a sorcerer as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they... turned up here somehow. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that it's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of a sort, but we have a rather larger concerns than fairy tale romances. Though I would fain hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Oriange is like, huh, I'm down. Gods grant me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to the Bath Arang. We were hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realize that we haven't gotten off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again... The trolley? The trolley! You should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jarek and Thaf at your service. What's that? Thought that said jerk. Technically, I'm a miner and he does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little in need of transport these days, but that's no reason to consign a miracle of a mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of it traveling the track once again would make hearts sore, mark my words. You'll hear no argument from us, but perhaps what progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we'd like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we could do to assist you? We could gather materials or help put pieces together. It's a sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him. If you like, we'll introduce you. Praise be the trolley. Oh boy. Very well. Our options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever it is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right. It looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. New chess piece. How's this gonna look? Zonerskin coat of maiming. Looks like we get a fur. Honestly, that looks pretty sick. I like that one. Matches, it goes well with the armor as well. I dig it. I love Oriange. Did Zao speak the Sarasaurus wisdom? Oh my god. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd have come out by now. I kind of beat him up. You think he'll be alright? Well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look, just in case. You going ahead, Thaf. Alright, looks like it'll just be you lot and me then. Try not to let anything take a bite out of you on the way to the rail yard. Or out of the rail yard. Let's go. Oh, I see it. Kind of a cool area. Although I have to say, the song doesn't stand out too terribly much. It's fine. But it's not quite like the ooh of some of the other areas we've been to. I thought I'd have to jump the tracks, but it didn't let me. Oh, wait. Hold on. I missed something. Oh, crap. I missed somebody. I ran right by them. I was like, oh, let's go to the town. And like, no. Crap. Oh, yeah. We did hear it before. I kind of forgot that we were already in Eulmorans. Oh, my God. I can't believe I did that. How did we pass them? We got on the tracks. Hey, Terra Makes, how are you doing this evening? We're just playing some Shadowbringers. Oh, there's Thaf. Damn, that's Mars. Did he have to thump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Not to be done about it, though. I've pointed your overeager companions in the right direction, and now they've gone on ahead, so we need to get moving. Normally we'd walk atop the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has a much shorter stride, it's more perilous a route than I'm comfortable suggesting. Wouldn't want anyone falling through the gaps. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried on that account. Oh, so we accidentally took the way that they realize it. Oh, I honestly don't remember. I don't interact in the free company that often, Terra Makes, just because I'm behind everybody, so I just don't get a chance to. But glad you can. Yeah, I'm glad you can make it here. I'm trying to catch up. It's a goal of mine to try to make it to catch up in time for Dawn Trail's release. Gee, is it Oven Billy here attacking me? Billy's a jerk. Fortnite of Fortnite. What you got into this time, Thaf? Sorry about that. I'll admit, I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're nearly to Twine, though, so we should make it without further incident. Alright. Yay, we made it. Hallelujah. That's some quick travel for us. I knew I'd whiff that one. Just felt it. One more try. And over. This is why I never do the platforming mini game in frickin' Gold Saucer. Oh, come on. I just missed it. Alright, last try. Then I'm giving up. Oh, now you two are just showing off. There we go. In days past, Nabatha Rank contracted a Talos engineer to establish its mining railway, and these cabins were built to provide lodgings for the laborers who would lay the trolley tracks. The settlement was later maintained as a miners' village, but its dwindling population has mirrored the steady decline of the mining industry. This is it. Welcome to Twine. The original dwellings were built to house those laborers tasked with building their track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see before you today. But it was still the trolley that brought them here. As you've doubtless noticed, the track goes to the very heart of the town. It was the heart of the town back when the trolley still carried everyone home at the end of each hard day in the mines. Of course, obviously, yeah. Now, there is no trolley, nor much work to be had in the mines, for that matter. The only residents that remain are the destitute and delusional, and those with nowhere else to go, or so they say. That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that. Well, that's encouraging. But I don't see that we have much choice. Let's go and meet the man. Alright, here we go. Excuse me. Another Rothgar. Who are you supposed to be? Never seen the three of you in my life. Or the four of you? Wicked White. If you're going to bother me, at least have the damn courtesy to stand still. Methinks this one is deep in his cups. These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them at the mines. They're looking for a way to reach the Nabatha Rang, so they came to ask about the trolley, you see. What? There's nothing in the Batarang. Not anymore. And especially not for frail little girls. Give it up. No, we must reach the Batarang. I must. Bah, so you have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. This place is a ruin, nothing more. And you're not getting there in the trolley. The thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams. We're not fools. It's necessity that drives us to the Batarang. If you insist that the trolley is not an option, at least tell us why. No, I'm sick of people asking me about the blasted thing. Leave me be. We'll speak outside. Stubborn ass. He only said that because he thinks I'm weak, and he's right. But I can't be. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. Oh, I'm sorry. I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we should ask the other residents? They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything. Thancred, art thou truly content to stand witness to fate's course and take no part? This isn't a matter of fate, Oriage. It's about choice, and I've had years to decide where I stand. Minfilia has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That at least I can do for her. Excuse me. Oh, good night, lass. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. We're only going to be going for about another half hour. So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries. Oh, there you are. You'll be pleased to know that I got our friend back home with no trouble, and he's just fine. He was a bit shaken up is all. And you, what did Magnus have to say? I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt him into action where our interest has not, but I suppose that was foolish of me. I am sorry that we couldn't be of help, though. I could at least show you the trolley car we have here, if you like. You can give it a good stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood. Okay. You mean you're to say you're not giving up, even though that Magnus is... Magnus? Hey Gareth, do a flip. I don't see much point in your being stubborn about it, though perhaps stubbornness is exactly what the situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. I can't imagine that anything you try will work, but if you're certain, you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're going to inspect the rails. I'll have to look along the tracks for anything that's in need of repair. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop to work. Hold on. Let's see. Where is it? So, Gareth, you wanted me to do a flip? There you go. There's a flip. Actually, that's funny that my character is actually capable of that. Oh, goodness. There's Jarek. There's special victory music for, not victory music, a victory pose for each class. It's different for each class. That's what the victory pose looks like for Dragoon. Brilliant. Now, if you can hand me what I need as I work, that would be a help. In this case, well, this bolt is loose for one matter. We can't have that. I'll need to tighten it. Mid-size wrench. This will do nicely. Now give me one moment and there. I don't see any other problems. So let's continue along the tracks. What are my other... Out of curiosity, since I don't use it too much. Here's a Sage special victory animation, which honestly is pretty sick. That looked pretty cool. Here's my red mage. We'll do my 4 primary classes. Not bad, not bad. Here's my newest one, the Dark Knight, where I don't look nearly as cool, but we'll still do a victory. While this person stands next to me wondering what the hell I'm doing. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, it's very much cloud. Excuse me. Oh my god, I'm so ready to be over this little cold. Alright. Muscle of your arms enjoying relief. Quite handy to have around, you know? As to the lamp here, these aren't often necessary these days, but if we were going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns, as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. It's a nice thought. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to have splintered. Whether its lamp is to be lit or not, we wouldn't want those little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to sand it down a bit. Rough file. I'm not sure how I knew who Saber is, Time Sage. Chris Struck, I'm going to be doing the remake. Just because it came out, I want to try it out, and yeah, I figured it's just a good opportunity. Oh, the Fate series, okay. Yes, a wood file's perfect. Even this out. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now. Unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here for a bit longer. It's breathtaking, I know. Mining has always been the primary vocation of folks in the Hills of Amber, you see. But after a certain point, they had dug up everything that could easily be reached and carried back by manpower alone. It was then that the Nabath Empire struck upon the idea of the Talos, which they had seen at work abroad. At great expense, the Nabath brought the Mistal engineers who specialized in Talos here to the hills, and once you know it, the mining industry picked right up again. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronzo and the newly come Mistal. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistal left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks of the Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Eulmor, and now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed, and there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests on the track, you see, and it falls to us to remove them when they do. The creatures are angry when disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to confrontation. That said, would you follow the tracks north and remove any nest you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Alright, off we go. Be dragged over here like a sad puppy. Alright. That's that killed. Thanks for the help. You guys make such short work with that thing. Although it's fair, because I've, gone back and fought the level 50 stuff from when I was, at the end of Realm Reborn. It's like, oh, this stuff dies so quickly now. Amazing what just a few levels will do. Wrong way. Back this way. Almost made another mistake. It's funny how Alexandria here is right along with me. You can just tell she's doing the same quests. Excuse me. Thank you, that should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started though. As I said, the only people who knew how to repair the Talos are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. The trolley's tracks rusted and its cars fell into disrepair. Now, I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, damn it, and those were the worst years of my life. But then, about 7 years passed, Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would never have left in the first place if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Eulmorans is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. The Sin Eaters got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again, so in his memory they returned to Twine, started fixing those rusted rails and the broken cars. And it was going well for a time. Wicked white vultures, and are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. Dynamic difficulty a shot for rebirth? Probably. I enjoyed the hard mode in remake, so I'll likely go for that. Excuse me. Oh my god. Nice work out there. And now you know the story of the trolley. Won't do you much good without the Talos, though. If there was even a single one that still functioned, things might be different. But, well, here we are. Well, at the very least, we got new pants. Excuse me. Oh my god, it's getting worse, I swear. How did I unequip my good stuff? Oh, because I switched off and on again, so I went down to my lower level stuff. Okay. Excuse me. Oh God. Yeah, I'm really liking the fit of this one. Although apparently I'm wearing shorts because I'm showing some thigh. Not that it'll do you any good, but we do have a talus we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It'd certainly be a nice change. Nice to hear something other than Magnus's griping for a change. I know. I have some water. I'm trying to drink it, but it's rough, Lon. The problem is, Kai's been sick, and he's basically had something similar. And in an effort to try to, he enjoys using the water bottle I usually have for these streams, and so I've avoided using that. So I've had to resort to using regular glasses, but they don't last me as long. Oh, excuse me, I gotta blow my nose. Sorry about that. Yeah, people don't usually redeem hydrate, they just command it with the emotes. Also, I think we got an ether current down here. I'm gonna go do that quick. Yep. Oh, my poor friends, left to be eaten by horrid beasts. I feel terrible about running away, but what choice did I have? No point in us all being killed now, is there? Finding someone to go in and retrieve the bodies, rescue them, would absolve me of the blame, yes? If you could go to the ruins of Kelk to look for the 2 moored scavengers, I would be very grateful. Sure, let's go get them. Out of curiosity, anything nearby? Southeast. Just continue this way. Boy, they're a ways away. Or you guys make short work of those guys, those things. I'm alive? Can it be true? But it's too early to celebrate. The youngest of our group is still missing. Please, you must find him. I will wait for you outside the ruins in case you need help carrying whatever is left of the poor boy. They have so little faith. That. Oh, God. Phew, does that count as a near-death experience? I cannot wait to tell my friends. But first, we should make a hasty retreat, yes? Oh, it's actually close by. I thought it was going to be back in town. I cannot thank you enough for saving us, but how did you know we were here? Running away turned out to be the best choice. Not only did he escape, but he sent for help too. If he had tried to rescue us himself, we would probably all be dead by now. Better to run and scavenge another day, yes? I must remember to thank him. Thank you for abandoning us. It was your best choice. Let's get back to Twine. I'm hoping to reach the level 77 quest by the end of the stream, just to like be in that sort of range. Because it would be pretty cool if we if we're able to complete like a set of level quests each stream and finish off the main portion of Shadowbringers in 3 more sessions. Yes, level 80 is the max, so the game ends when you hit level 80. Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. I see. The means to build tallow stone by stone are lost to us, 'tis true, but here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. It will likely require naught but a few modest repairs and a suffusion of ether. Well, if you think you can get the thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you, but what exactly do you reckon is the problem? More than 3, because Shadowbringers has a lot of cutscenes in the late game? Okay. I should stress that I have performed only the most cursory of examinations, though such arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me. As I did suspect from the first, it is host to a network of veins through which ether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures which now impede said flow. How in the hells did you get all that from just a glance? I take it you've thought up a solution as well then? To bridge these fissures requireth a material highly conductive to ether. Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore the talos to life. Might I prevail upon thee to require that which we require? Not far beyond the walls of Twine dwelleth a creature of living stone, the debitage. Full sure am I that that stone from such a being would prove most suitable to our needs. Very good. I shall have Thancred and Minfilia attend me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 obstructions to the flow of ether in the Talos, and thus I would ask you provide 3 stones of the debitage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. Alright. This is likely going to be close to our final quest for the session. Let's see. There's another one. That went nice and quick thanks to you guys. Let's get out of here. We're already so close to the next to level 80. Thancred and Minfilia will return ere long with the remaining supplies we require. Did thou succeed in procuring stone from the debitage? Fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Thancred and Minfilia's return. What's next? From end to end, the paths by which Aether may flow through the Talos have been duly mended. They but require a sufficient endowment. It's not moving. Strange, the core refuses to stir. I fear the condition of this Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through a man's veins, so doth the core ether throughout this massive frame. Failing its repair or replacement, the Talos cannot be restored. So it was the heart after all. Thou didst foresee this outcome? Well, no, not exactly. We'd never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another, in case things turn out as they are now, but... Jarek? This isn't really my story to share. Please, Jarek, if something went wrong, maybe we can help. All right. After all you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I can do. What do they have to say? Oh, there's our weapon. Ooh, new weapon. Let's see. Right then, the Talos, the hearts, cannot be made of just any stone. You need a special sort with sufficient ethereal conductivity. Both it and the other materials used in the construction of Talos bodies are mined in the same place. That place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't. I'm sorry, but you'll have to hear it from the Thaf or someone else. Oh, yeah. Yep, Karagosa earlier was talking about the new DLC arriving, Oscar, and welcome. Hello. Back to the tavern, then. Well, I think he not only lost his son, it seems like he lost his wife. So, yeah, it's not going to go well. And to think we could have found a female Rothgar early. Still here, eh? You could ask again, but the answer's the same. Our trolleys are... Unfortunately, I have a very stuffy nose, Oscar. It sucks. What? God's damn it, Jarek. You could have at least finished so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. Seeing how you made such quick progress in fixing the Talos and all, he was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think you may be right. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was. When the golem hearts started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more.
I guess that's true, Time Sage.
Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed. We labored day and night to clear away the rubble, but it took us 2 months to find her.
Holy crap.
To find her body.
That's rough.
Magnus has never been the same since.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
Yep, there he is. Oh, they're waiting the first note occurs to the races intermix. Fair enough.
What? Oh, you again. How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now, piss off back to wherever you came from. Don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agna. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows, but somehow the bottle's never deep enough.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too.
Oh, sorry.
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter.
Flashback.
Family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Areng.
What rubbish.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not.
In the lead up to me playing Final Fantasy, I watched a lot of those documentaries about 1.0, its story, and its the crazy development of 14. So I got very invested in that sort of thing. So I know most of the big key moments of 1.0.
We can still bring her back.
Very conflicting emotions there for Thancred. Full well do I know the pain of loss and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Nevertheless, there was but one way forward. We must needs procure a new heart for the Talos. Thaf, knowest thou any location wherein we might find the stone we require? No matter how scant the possibility, we would seize it. I told you near all of the veins were tapped dry years ago, though I suppose if you really wanted to try, you may find something at Nuvi's leavings. It was opened well before Talos became a commonplace, which is why the mining there was never quite as deep. When you get there, look for Guthjon and tell him I sent you, but don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Thine assistance is most appreciated. Milan, I think it best Thancred joined thee in this search. Though he would be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil and his thoughts clouded. It would be unwise to ignore his distress. And we'll just... I don't need to do that. I'll just get rid of that indicator. Let's see. Yeah, we'll finish up the quest here, and that'll be that for this. Off to somewhere, are you? Alas, to lead on the stone, we need to power the Talos. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. Oh, look at that. I'll probably do it off stream, just because it's right there. But, get another one. And let's get our new weapon. Alright. Oh, it looks like it's a fork lance. Oh, well. Actually. It's just 4 or 6. Okay, it is better. Barely. Jeez. Okay, it's okay. It's not as rough as I thought. That's still decent. Okay. Alright, and just out of curiosity. Aha! We did make it to the level 77 quests. Cool. We completed all the level 76 quests in this session. I will take that. And, yeah, that will be that for this session. I wouldn't say any major developments or anything like that, but nice character work as we get through this. Crazy to think that we are getting closer and closer to the end of at least the main portion of Shadowbringers. There's still quite a bit to see, but I think at the rate we're going, we're doing about 9 to 10 quests per stream. It feels like a pretty good clip. So, very cool. Glad we're managing to do all this. And, yeah, let's see who we can raid real quick. Oh, big plot reveals next stream? Ah, of course. It definitely seems like we get chill things, chill things, chill things. Next stream, plot, 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 plot. So, got all that. Excuse me. Let's see. Of course, I'll be back on Sunday for more Nier Automata as we get further along in that. Monday will be more Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls. And, of course, next Wednesday will be more Shadowbringers. So you can look forward to that. Fortunately, looks like right now, no real disruptions as far as holiday stuff. So we should be all set there. Let's see who we can raid real quick. Let's see. Oh, here we go. This works. Momo Pokemon is playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We can see them play the new DLC, so that'll work. As far as what we can raid message, let's do. I'm trying to think of anything that really stands out for this one. don't know. Trying to see any suggestions. I don't know what high form means, Sonic Joe. That's alright. For a raid message is I actually was thinking that Alpha the Deluge, do a backflip. You know what? We'll just do that. Do a backflip. Why not? Do a backflip. Alright, we'll raid Momo and see how the new DLC is. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really do appreciate it. And hope you have a great rest of your week. We'll see you on Sunday for Nier Automata if you watch those streams. Otherwise, we'll see you next Wednesday for more Shadowbringers. Until then, everyone. Bye.